The Never-Ending Story information, movie and book. The movie, The Never-Ending Story, adapts only the first half of the 1979 German novel by Michael Ende, resulting in significant plot, character, and thematic differences. The author, Michael Ende, was famously dissatisfied with the film, claiming it drastically deviated from his novel's intent. The book, The Neverending Story by Michael Ende. Michael Ende's book tells a much longer and more complex story of imagination and self discovery across two distinct parts. Part 1. The book follows the same path as the movie, with Bastian Balthazar Bax stealing and reading a magical book in his school's attic. He reads of the hero Atreyu, who is on a quest to save the land and Fantastica and its ruler, the childlike Empress, from the all-consuming nothing. Part 2. After Bastian names the Empress Moonchild, he is brought into Fantastica. He is given the magical amulet Aurene, which grants him any wish, but each wish causes him to lose a memory on his life on Earth. Manipulated by the sorcerer's side, Bastian becomes arrogant, misuses his power, and starts to forget his true identity and purposes. He even turns against his friend Atreyu, wounding him in a battle. The true ending. With only a few memories left, Bastian finds his way home by drinking the water of life and realizing that his most important wish is to be capable of love. He returns to the human world, reconciled with his father, and learns from the bookstore owner, Mr. Coriander, that he is not the first person to travel to Fantastica. The movie, The Neverending Story, 1984. Directed by Wolfgang Petersen, the film adapts only the first half of the novel and has several key differences. An abridged ending. The movie ends on a high note when Bastian names the Empress. Fantasia is restored, and Bastian rides the luck dragon Falkor to chase his schoolyard's bullies. This was the point where the book's narrative only shifted to its second, much darker part. Character changes. Movie Bastian is less isolated and less overweight than in the book. In the book, Bastian's imagination is his defining feature, while in the film he is more of a passive reader. Additionally, Atreyu is green-skinned in the book, and his horse, Artax, can't talk before succumbing to the swamps of sadness. Thematic differences. The film's message is primarily about the power of imagination and escape. The book, by contrast, explores a much deeper and more mature theme about the responsible use of imagination and the importance of self-worth. By omitting the second half, the film skips Bastian's corruptive journey and the humbling lesson he must learn to find his way home. Books versus movie comparison chart. Feature: Bastian's story. Book continues after he enters Fantastica, detailing his corrupting power, loss of memory, and ultimate redemption. Movie 1984 ends when Bastian saves Fantasia, showing only the positive aspects of his imagination. Main theme: the balance between imagination and reality, and the responsible use of power and creativity. The power of imagination as an escape from a harsh reality. Bastian's motivation needs a truly original invented name for the Empress because Fantasticans lack the power of pure creation. Movie needs to simply provide a new name implied to be his late mother's name, Moonchild. Characterization: Bastian is an overweight, lonely, and imaginative boy. Atreyu has green skin, and his horse Artax speaks to him. Movie: Bastian is thinner and less of an imaginative storyteller. Atreyu has brown skin, and Artax does not speak. Fantastica's fate: restored by Bastian, but he later rebuilds it according to his own wishes, creating new challenges. Movie: restored back to its original state by Bastian, new name for the childlike Empress. Author's reaction: Book: Michael Ende sued the production and was deeply unhappy with the adaptation, claiming it was a gigantic melodrama made of a kitsch and commerce. The film was a critical and commercial success and remains a beloved classic fantasy adventure.